Hey, welcome. And today I'm starting this new series in which I will be trying out some of the recipes that Dr. Stephen Gundry, yes, Dr. Stephen Gundry, recommends on his books. In this case, I have here the Energy Paradox from Stephen R. Gundry. And he mentions that today's meals are full with lectins, and that those lectins are the defense mechanism of plants, right? And so when we eat them, they cause irritation, they cause um, a breakage in the barrier, in the lining actually of your intestine, which is called the enterocytes. I hope I said that correctly. But nonetheless, this series is gonna be me trying out these recipes. By the way, I am completely new to cooking. This would be my maybe fifth time in my life that I'm going to follow a recipe, and so we'll see how it goes. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. And if you are afraid of cooking, I hope that by the end of this video you get an idea if it was hard, difficult, or easy. I don't know how it's gonna end up, or if it's gonna even taste good at the end. So I'm doing this com- as a complete beginner. So if you're just getting started, you're gonna see me along the way. So let's get started. Now, one of the goals of this channel is that I'm gonna be sharing with you my experience with following these recipes and fitting those meals with fewer lectins or no lectins at all, which is what Dr. Gundry says. So the whole purpose of doing this is that once you stop damaging your intestine, you free your body from utilizing its resources into protecting itself. And by doing that, you get more energy out of out of your whole body, right? So that's the whole goal of this experiment, is to see if those recipes actually improve my life in some kind of way. Now, one thing to note is that at the same time that I'm doing this series, I'm also starting a series on calisthenics, completely for beginners as well. So we will see, and I will try my best to try and figure out if the improvements in my life or well-being are coming from my food or coming from my exercise. So I'm gonna hopefully do a good job of describing where the improvements are coming from. I don't know, I'm doing this completely blind and mainly for entertainment purposes. So let's get started. This is the second time I say that. Okay, so the first thing that I have to do, and by the way, today's meal is cauliflower risotto with scallops. Sounds very tasty. I chose this meal because it sounds tasty and I want protein on my meals. And so for protein, I'm gonna be eating sea scallops. Um, don't ask me what that is. First time me trying this out. So let's see. First thing I have to do is put a large saucepan, get it nice and warm. I have stainless steel cookware, so first I've heard that you need to let it heat up with nothing yet, just let it heat up until it gets its non-stick properties. So I've done that for a minute, and now I'm gonna just drop some little water, and nice, it actually worked. That's very cool. So you should see like the water just creating some beads and not sticking to the pan itself. So I just did that and it looks great. Actually, that's so cool to watch. And I start with a mushroom broth. So that's what we're gonna do right now. First thing is we need to cut 4 shallots, and it has to be a rough cut. So I'm guessing I'm just gonna do something like this. So there's the 4 shallots. We're gonna need thyme leaves, and we need 10 um, clovers of garlic. But I just discovered that garlic spoils, so I'm left with this because I don't want to go to the supermarket. That's okay, I think. I don't know. We're gonna try. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of avocado oil, organic, of course, to a large soup pan. Now the thyme leaves, that did not went as planned. I don't have to make lemon zest, so lemon whatever, lemon juice. So we're gonna add the mushroom and some garlic, cause that's how it's looking. Let's stir. Smells very nice. Let me tell you that. All right, now it looks something like that. And let's go ahead and add miso, 1/4 cup, and then 1/4 cup as well of what? Coconut aminos. Stir a lot until the miso is incorporated. Now 1 tablespoon of monk fruit sweetener. At last, we add the water and let it simmer for 30 to 40 minutes. That's how it's looking. Now we just have to strain it and use it. Perfect. So after you strain it, you're left with something like this, and this is the mushroom broth that we're gonna be using for the risotto. I'm gonna have to get the leeks thinly sliced. So I'm gonna get the leeks and the shallots. Slice them, I guess. I really have no clue. That's hurting my eyes. Okay, so now we have to mince the shallot. And by the way, I had to watch a YouTube tutorial on how to do this. Then that looks good to me. So now I have the parsley. Parsley. It says on a tutorial that you have to, just make it a little dry. Separate. There's gonna be always 2 small and 1 large. So and then when you have a bunch like this, you just separate the stem from the leaves. So now you take your parsley, and then you do something like that, where your knuckles are gonna be, outward, and then you're just gonna cut this. Make sure don't cut your finger. Let me do that here real quick. That's good. Now we have 8 ounces of asparagus. So it says that we need roughly chopped, eyeballing it. I think that's all the ingredients. Scallops, and I don't know if they're still good because I bought them on the weekend, and I don't think I refrigerated them correctly. It smells fishy, it smells fresh, so I have no idea. We'll find out. We're gonna get started. It says 2 tablespoons of oil over medium-high heat. Okay. 2 leeks and shallots. So let's add the leeks and shallots here. Add a pinch of salt. Move it. I think the heat is too high. Smells amazing though. 4 to 5 minutes. I think I've already done it. It's looking burnt, but you know, don't judge me. It says we have to do it until it's translucent. I don't know about you, but it looks translucent to me. All right, so now let's add the cauliflower. Yes, okay, should have. 3 tablespoons of arrowroot starch. So a minute had passed, and now we add the mushroom broth I did yesterday. 2 to 3 minutes have passed by, so we're gonna bring it to a low simmer, and we're gonna add the coconut cream. Let's mix it up. We also need to add the zest and lemon juice, a quarter of a cup nutritional yeast, and last but not least, the parsley. And stir it well, and then set it aside. Now it's time for the scallops, and I just um, wash them with water, and then put in a little bit of salt, like a pinch of salt, and then you know mix it up. Of course, you need to pat them dry. Put some oil here. Add the scallops. I'm gonna let them sear 3 minutes per side, and let me come back. Yeah, baby. I think we're getting there. Now, few things to note. I don't know if you were able to see, but I'm supposed to sear these in like 3 minutes per side of the scallop. So, notes for my future self is grab a bigger pan and less oil, and I think that'll do it. But nonetheless, we're getting there, and I don't think I'm supposed to do it like this, but it doesn't matter. Please let me know how many violations to cooking I've done in the comments, please. Let's hope I don't get food poisoning. Please, that's all I ask today, is that I don't get food poisoning. I don't know if I'm gonna die if I eat this. I really don't know. Let's hope for the best. Now I'm supposed to add the asparagus and lemon juice. I'm dropping all out. Put that in, put that in. I'm gonna lower the heat, lower it some more. Cook, baby, cook. Yes, sir. Let's add the lemon juice. All right, so that looks good enough. So now let's just put everything on a plate. And here you got it. So it looks great. Okay, it looks great. And so let's give it a try. All right, I hope I'm in frame. And let's give it a try. Let's see. Okay, a little bit of, let's see, let's get some of the risotto. Okay. I'm impressed. Good. It's quite good. Now that lemon gives it a really good taste. I think I have to improve on my technique on doing the mushroom broth and the scallops. I think they need more salt. And also, I think I need to improve on the cauliflower rice. It's a little like slimy, but not too bad. For my first time making a recipe that includes more than 5 ingredients, this is actually amazing. Yep. All right, well, that was it for this video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you, and I hope you had fun, or at least tried this recipe. I don't know. The instructions were pretty bad. This is my first video. Everything's fine. I hope I make these more entertaining. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.